Hello, this is my first stream in a long time, and it's gonna be a very casual stream. I'll just play some tree check. I'm not really sure how long I'm gonna stream or anything, but hopefully it will be fun. So we'll see. And I just started the game immediately. I started searching for an opponent before I started the stream, as it might be a bit tricky to find opponents in tree check occasionally. I don't have any particular plans to stream again soon either, so we'll just see. I don't really have that much time for it at the moment. But yeah, maybe. Let's at least try to get a good start with a win here. The purpose of tree check, if you don't know it, is to check your opponent 3 times, then you win. Or you could win the normal way by delivering a checkmate or flagging, or all the other ways there is to win a game of chess. He pushes the pawns quite a bit here, which might, well, it might work out, but it could also turn into something problematic for him. He castles, so I think I'll just start pushing this pawn, try to annoy him a bit. We'll see. Alright. Yeah, let's just keep pushing the pawn for now. He is a bit aggressive in the center as well. Should we care at all? I think we might have to. Maybe I shouldn't have allowed this. I'll just take, but I'm not really sure what I should do now. At least not drop too much on the clock. I'm not sure. I mean, he can check me now, but probably not that critical. But I should have paid more attention. Alright, what was the point? Is this serious? I mean, now I start threatening my own checks. My king may be a bit weak, but he can't really get to it that easy, I think. And also a good question, should I now sack here? I don't think I get that much out of it if I do it immediately. But on the other hand, why not? I'm so low on time too, so I should just play faster. Alright. I need to get my queen in somehow. How dangerous is this? It is quite dangerous actually, if he like takes possibility to sack the queen. That's 2 checks right there, but on the other hand, hopefully the last one won't become that easy then. Maybe I should actually just go back here, but yeah, I'm gonna flag here. If it doesn't take, I think I'll just try to go for this. Can't take with the knight because then I have the final check, but taking with the queen, I'm not really sure. Should I do it? Okay, let me try to go here first. But I'm very... Did I miss something here? Alright, threatens my queen. How is that? I think I'm gonna lose. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. He only have 1 check, but I'm not gonna be able to deliver the last one. So this was a very bad... why did he sack the queen? Was that necessary? Oh, he had that. Yeah, that was a very bad bad game. But alright. Let's offer him a rematch. He declined, so then we might have to wait a bit for a new opponent. I need to play a bit faster. I might have had some chances there though in the end. If I just hadn't taken here, but I was done in 5 seconds, so it doesn't really matter. But it's not that easy to start checking him now. I need to get some of the rooks somewhere clever. Alright, let's try to make up for that bad game with a kind of better game. Yeah, that's a big blunder, and this game should already be won. Cannot push the d pawn, this is way too damaging. 2 checks already, kind of for free, and the last one, I think it's just unstoppable. Now it's certainly unstoppable. If you take, I go here for instance. And if you don't take, I can check with the knight, next move. So that was quite an easy comeback win. But I have played too much lower rated opponents, so I need to win quite a few more games to reach a 0 rating game again. I've gotten the white pieces in all 3 games now. I think maybe the color is more decisive here than in normal chess, because it's so much about getting that early initiative. Can sack here or here, get a check, but I'm not too worried about that. It does, but then I get the queen out to some degree. And yeah, I'm fine with this. Is he gonna take there? Yes, he is. Alright. He plays very aggressively, and he cannot give up the queen for another check, but then I feel kind of safe, even though I'm only 1 check from disaster. Could I just go here now? I think it looks pretty good, because if you push here, I'm just gonna take. No. I thought my queen was just gonna take there. So that was kind of stupid. Should I take here or should I take here? I mean, it's certainly tempting to just take the... Or maybe I shouldn't do any of them. Maybe I could just bring my knights out. So many tempting moves. Alright. This is a bit serious, I would say, because if you take care, you threaten this afterwards, and that's just winning. So I can't really allow that. Maybe I need to go here. I certainly didn't see that move. Yeah, I feel like I'm not playing too good now. But it might be enough. That's a check. We shouldn't have done that. That's just losing. You can never allow me to give a second check with a queen if you can't take that queen, because now no matter what you do, it's gonna be I win. If you try to block, I just take with another check. If you move away, I just move the queen to the square the king was, which is always next to the king, meaning that's always winning as well. I was looking for a 3-check tournament, and there is a Swiss tournament, 3-minute games starting in 42 minutes, so maybe we'll join that one. We'll see how easy it is to find opponents. Swiss tournaments are cool, but the problem is that you might have to wait for the next game to begin sometimes. He plays a bit aggressively here, I would say. But that could certainly work. Alright, this is interesting. He puts a lot of pressure here. Maybe I could go here to stop that. I haven't really seen this before. I could push this one, but that doesn't seem very natural in 3-check. So I feel like maybe this is the main option. Should I be worried though about queen sacks? I think I'll give it a shot. If he sacks the queen and I take, and then you have a second check, but I take, and hopefully that last check won't be too easy to deliver. But we'll see. He goes for it. Interesting. Should I take with the bishop? I think I'll do that. And this is certainly dangerous for me, but he has given up a lot of material, so but I need to be very careful for sure. I think I should just move the king one step back. That should help me a bit. Now I am on the dark square, so this is the main critical piece. Maybe I'll just go here. I think I'll just bring the queen out. Whoa, did I just miss that? Wow, that's so horrible. Yeah, okay, whatever. I haven't played 3-check in a while, or I played a bit a couple of days ago. But I was just really blind there. I felt like I had full control. But when you don't see I'm not sure if I can call it checkmate in one, but it certainly is something like it. He wants to play the same opening again, but I'm kind of fine with that because I was happy how it turned out, except for my very last. They play something else. Should I be worried about this? I'm not. Hi RPD, how are you? I don't think I can move the knight away now, because giving him a second check seems a bit dangerous, maybe. On the other hand, I kind of want to do something with that knight. So I hope he doesn't trade it off. He didn't. Then I think I'll go up here maybe. I could be missing something critical now, but the thing is I threaten the queen and I threaten here and I threaten here. I don't think you can stop all of those. Oh no, you cannot stop all the 3 threats. You could move the queen here to protect here or here to protect here, but you cannot stop both of them at the same time. And instead it kind of stops none of them and allows me to take this with a check. And it could save the queen by moving queen here or maybe going here threatening my queen, but I'm gonna get a second check here. So I think I'll just take it and then afterwards take this queen. That can't be too wrong. That's good, RPD. I'm also good. I have made some really bad moves today. So that's not so good, but except for that, I'm good. Let's see if we can get the king safe. That's not the way to do it. Alright. Only 1 rating point. So I'm gonna have to beat this guy a lot of times if I want to gain back what he won when he beat me. Let's see. If I lose 33 points. So I'm not sure if that's the exact amount of points he got. But if so, I need to beat him. Well, I beat him 2 times, so about 31 more times to even it out. So that's gonna be a bit challenging, I would say. Thank you for the follow, RPD. And if you or anyone else wants to play me, you can just send me an invitation on chess.com, Mr. King Sack. And let me just find a move first. Did I just do this? I'll just do it. And yeah, preferably in 3 check. Alright, so not the most common opening, I would say. Let's just move the bishop out and see. I don't want to castle, that's for sure. Do I go here? But yeah, you think I play a weird opening, but the thing is this is 3 checks, so if you can check your opponent 3 times, you win. And that kind of changes what openings you want to play. So I think actually e3 is the most common opening in this chess variation. I don't play e3 in normal chess. Though I would say it's not the worst opening, maybe I'm a bit passive. I play very slow now, and I don't really have a plan here. Yes, that kind of changes stuff. But it's so annoying if you're playing 3 check and you forget about it yourself. I've done that several times. And when you realize it, it's usually a bit late. This is gonna reach an endgame probably. And endgames in 3 check are always a bit weird. Why did he just give up this one? The problem is my time, but if I just play good moves, it's not really a problem. But it's very easy, especially when you reach an endgame, to forget about 3 check, because it's so uncommon to actually reach endgames in 3 check. So you kind of start thinking about it as normal endgames sometimes, and then you could get in a lot of trouble. Feel like I am quite comfortable, but maybe if he goes here, it's about the same. Materially, I'm at least up quite a bit. I'm gonna take this pawn when I have the time. Now I also threaten a check. I'm not gonna give up the rook just for a check, but it's certainly something he should worry about to some degree. I'm gonna try to double, I think, but he might stop it by, for instance, playing rook here. Or just giving away the rook. That's something I can live with for sure. Now, all I need to think about is not flagging and not what's the word? Not being checked by pawns, but I should be able to deal with that. Should I read the stream title? That's just how I play my chess, missing the obvious in front of me. I think we all do that. So that's fine. It's surprisingly hard to actually check his king. But we'll see. I don't think this king will survive for much longer. Is a double check, is that like two at the same time? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's not. I should actually just have done it just to be sure, having learned something. He plays a lot of different openings. That might suggest he is very creative, or just that he hasn't played too much 3-check before. But he plays, I would say, plays pretty well. So are we gonna get a game without queens once more? At least that worked out pretty well for me last time, but yeah, it's always interesting. But the thing is, I threatened the rook as well here. He could do something to stop that, and if so, I'm not really sure if I should trade off queens. If I trade off queens and then maybe go here, could that be annoying? I think that could be annoying. Maybe not very annoying, but a bit annoying. Because at least if you go... No, I just thought wrong about this. I thought if you go here, I could go here, but now my piece blocks it. So that's not too good. E3 is pretty fine in regular blitz play too. Yes, it is. It's just... yeah, I mean, the thing is, it might not be the most ambitious, but it's certainly... well, your opponent doesn't know too much about it, and that could be worth a lot as well. I wouldn't play it in classical chess, but in blitz, I could do it for sure. At least if I had studied it a bit, so I knew a bit about it, because I don't. That must be a huge blunder. Could I just force a win now? Is it checkmate? That's a nice checkmate. Who needs the 3 checks when you can deliver a checkmate? Yeah, I'll see you around, RPD. Nice to have you watching. Have a good day. And thank you for the follow. I don't have very much to say about this game yet. Not too much have happened. Should I just take here? I don't see why I shouldn't. Winning a rook. If I want to. I probably want to. Of course, the material is much less important than in normal chess, but still has some value. I don't need to take it immediately either, but I don't really see why I shouldn't. He plays a bit aggressively here, but I think it's fine. He could force 2 checks now by first going here, and I take with the queen, and then he could sack the queen for another one, but I think it's gonna be super hard for him to deliver the last check then. But could be dangerous. I cannot take because the queen is hanging behind it, so I need to figure out something better. What should I do? Maybe I should just go here. Am I disconnected? You have lost connection. Why have I lost connection? Because my stream seems to be up, so yeah, this is a bit annoying. So I'm back, but my last move was not registered, so I lost a lot of time, but at least I didn't lose the game, which is something. Now I think I'll just go here, and it looks kind of dangerous for him, I would think. That helping? He must... No, this is just forced win. Alright. So the scariest part of that game was the connection thing. How long until the tournament starts? 23 minutes. I think I'll at least join it, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish the whole tournament, but at least I'll start and we'll see how it goes. Did I go here? Fork is not a very critical fork. You can protect the bishop with the queen, but I could do it. I could also go up here. Let's just do the fork. I don't think that was the way to do it. That's one check, but it's not gonna be any more. So that's too few. Unfortunately for my opponent and luckily for me. This should be over very soon. I have a feeling. Bishop is pinned, so you should probably go here. I think I'll just take. Yeah, it would really surprise me if you can survive for much more than a couple of moves now. I'm just threatening to take here. That's not gonna work either. So I have been able to score some wins now. I'm up in 6-1. It was 1-1 score. Not that it really helps my rating. He found probably the only move there. Push here to avoid me from, stop me from sacking there. That's very dangerous. In normal chess I probably wouldn't have liked having this bishop here because you can go d5 and I kind of have to move it again, but here if you at some point play d5 I can just go here and check, and that's gonna be very bad for my opponent. If so, you need to play c6 first. That might be a possibility sometimes. Should we trade queens? We'll see if he does. He does not. But can't I just take here now? I think so. I also protect here. Wow. I don't think that was called for. Giving up a full queen for one check. Now this should be over soon. But what's the most effective way of winning? Probably this. No way you can survive here. If you just move back, it's checkmates, and if you push here, then I just take. That's a nice checkmate though. So thank you for that. Shouldn't I just take this rook? I mean, the rooks aren't that valuable in 3-check. Bishops much more often side the game, but I think I'll just take it. I don't have a very clear way of continuing this, but I could take here, but if we go here I'm gonna get some trouble as well maybe, so not sure if I want to do that. Maybe I can try to go here, because if it take, then I take with a discovery. I'm not sure if this is any good. But at least I'm up some material. But I'm not really sure what I want to do now. At least I shouldn't drop too much on the clock. That's for sure. What about taking here now? Because if he goes here, I think I might just take here. Wow, that seemed a bit... He is very eager to give up the rooks for the bishops, which I don't think is the best idea. I was just a bit worried that you could somehow just force a win by taking here, followed by some dangerous bishop checks, but I don't think you can. It's not that far from it, but you can't. Luckily. Oh, he threatens the rook. That would have been such a huge blunder to miss. So I think I just have to move the rook somewhere. I'm a bit low on time, so I should try to play a bit faster here. I think I'll just start pushing this pawn. Nothing too dramatic happens. Maybe I should be worried about this. Not immediately, of course. Wow. What is this? Now I'm not worried anymore. It's nice in 3-check as you can give a kind of perpetual and it's winning instead of drawing. So there's some minutes until the tournament begins, so we'll do at least one more game against this guy. 8-1 the score is now. I can live with that. See what kind of opening he plays this time. Just pre-moving, and he did it, and that means I have one check against me, but also I'm up a piece. What's the plan with this knight? What about going up here now? Threatening here and here, so I guess queen moves back. And then maybe I can sack here and also bring in queen support there, but instead he gives up the queen and also gives me a check. That does not look too good. If you take there, I am winning, and this should also be winning. Quite easily, though if we move up here, I don't have a checkmate this very next move, but I should have one the move after that. Like that, for instance. We still have time for one more game. I could just join the tournament though. now that's done, but let's play this game first. Wow, that's aggressive, but it also really weakens the king. Should I just immediately go for the win then? Let's be a bit patient. I don't immediately see a win, so no reason to play too aggressive moves just because my opponent allows it. I think I'll just take here. He's kind of just pushing those pawns without caring about anything else. I don't think that's the way to go. Even though such pawns could, of course, become dangerous sometimes. But I don't think this is the case. Maybe just move this one back. What should I take with now? I think I'll actually just take here. I don't really care if he takes here. Then I get the queen, a good square, and he messes up his pawns. Should I give this check maybe first? I'll trade queens if he wants to, even though that's gonna delay the mate a bit. I can't imagine him surviving for long here. Especially as there is already a check. This is over. It's actually gonna be a checkmate, which isn't too bad. 3 checks and checkmate in the same move. Alright, so let's... okay, there's still 4 minutes until the tournament begins. Oh wait, it's 8 minutes actually. I thought it started at 15 past, but it's apparently 20. Then we'll do another one. If he hasn't left, where do I find the game? Maybe he has left. Rematch. Okay, he has left, so we'll try to find. Cannot. Okay, I can't start a new game. That's unfortunate. But I guess it's fine. We can do a puzzle rush in the meantime. I'm not a premium member at the moment, so I can only do 1 per day. But I haven't done that, so we can do it. Yeah, this is something I kind of discovered a few days ago. I don't know if it's been like that for long, but there are some different modes. But let's just do the normal 5-minute puzzle rush. My record on this user is 26. My overall record is 28. But that's a long time ago. Good start here though. We can just take. Checkmate in 1. What's going on here? What? I didn't really understand that one. It was probably something super easy, which I didn't see. What's going on here? I don't see anything immediately, except trading of the queens, but what should be the point of that? What is this? I don't have time for this. Yeah, this is a horrible round. I'm kind of giving up now. Okay, whatever. I'm just curious about the two first ones I missed. Okay, I should take care, but why is that? Yeah, of course you take care. I kind of... I'm not really sure what I thought here. Doesn't matter. And what's the idea here? Oh, you just win this one. And I missed that check. That's not good. Alright, I'm in 3-check mode. Maybe that's it. Though I guess some of those themes are kind of the same. There's still 5 minutes until the tournament starts. And I'm just gonna switch views so you can see like the tournament standings at the same time. This is almost good, I would say. But let me just adjust it a bit. Let's just have it like this. So I am currently rated as number 5 out of 10 players. But my rating has dropped quite a lot today after I think I've only played kind of low rated opponents and I have had 2 losses, I think. So I should try to get above 1500 again at least, but we'll see how the tournament goes. If the tournament were to start right now, I think I would actually face the lowest rated player. If like number 1 faces the first one below the middle and so on. That's how it usually is, at least. But we'll see, and more players might join, which might change stuff. So I guess we'll just wait until the tournament starts. We could, I don't know, do some tactics or something, but after that puzzle rush session, I don't really feel up for it, because that didn't go too well. But it's, you might see the countdown, it's only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, so not too much longer to wait. There might also be a bit waiting during the tournament, of course, as it is. Some 3-check games tend to not last for too long, but if some do, then we of course have to wait. There are 7 rounds in the tournament. Each game can last 6 minutes top, as it's 3 minutes per player, no increment. So that means tournament could maximum last about 42 minutes. But of course there are some delay between the rounds, so a bit more. But I think that's gonna be... I'm probably gonna play this tournament and then I'll end the stream. So that's gonna be kind of okay time, but 7 more games before that. Now a lot of more players have joined, so now there's 17 players and I'm seated as number 8. So still I'm about, if the pairing for the first round is what I think it is, I'm still gonna play one of the very lowest rated players. But we have some really strong players here. One guy with more than 2000 rating. I don't see that too often in Tree Check, I think. I'm not really sure what the highest rated players are in Tree Check, if there are players with like 2.6, 2.7, I'm not sure. 1 minute left. I think that's what that sound was. Now there's 20 players, I'm still rated as number 8, so maybe I will face number 18 then if it were to start in right now, but now one guy left, so we'll see. At least probably I'll face a very low rated opponent. However, if a lot of strong guys join, I might drop just below the middle and then maybe I'll play the top guy. Not that it really matters. It's always cool to play the really strong opponents, but if I want to get a good start in the tournament, then maybe it's preferable to play a very low rated opponent. 12 seconds left now, so time to get ready. Alright, here we go. I actually face an 800 opponent. That kind of breaks my theory. Unless a lot of new guys joined last seconds. Yeah, this C6 opening in Tree Check I don't really know that much about. I think it's alright. I just develop my pieces normally. So maybe he'll go here now. If so, I'm not really sure what I should do about that. Need to do something with the bishop again. He thinks for a while, and that's not too bad. Oh, I think I'll just sack now. Yeah, this is probably gonna be a very easy win now. Should I go here? Okay, so that's a very nice win, but the problem now is that because this game lasted for less than a minute, I'm gonna probably have to wait for about 5 minutes until the next game. So that's the advantage of arenas. But we could find one of the other games and watch it. There are actually 4 guys who have already won their games. What's always a bit interesting is if there's gonna be any draws at all in a tournament like this. There, black won, but what I just saw was that this 2000 guy gained 20 rating points or so by beating a 1200 or almost 1300 guy, and that probably means he hasn't played a lot of games, so his rating might be very unstable. And I think that's kind of nice to know if I face him, because then I know even though he's very high rated, he might not be that good, so I shouldn't be too intimidated by him. Sorry. What happened here? This guy isn't really playing any moves, so he's probably gonna flag. So this game is not that exciting to watch. Here, a bit more is going on. We see that the high rated guy with white has 2 checks but has given up a queen. But he's probably gonna be able to deliver that last check because this king is in so much danger. But for now, we'll see if it's possible to hold on here for black. Time situation is pretty equal. At least it tries. But I would be a bit surprised if he is gonna survive this. But of course, if a few moves goes by, if maybe a pair of pieces are traded off, there might be hope. And the white king isn't that safe either. The white is thinking for a bit now. That might be a very good move. You cannot take it. Then this happens. And you threaten to win. Yeah, that's not the way to go. Alright, very good play there in the end by white. I'm not sure if it was any way out of it. Probably wasn't. Oh, so the next round is starting already? That probably means none of the games lasted for very long, but that's kind of natural for a first round. Is this a good opening? Might not be anything wrong with it. I'm not really sure though if it's that important to play the c5 move. What's the purpose? What should I do with the final bishop? I'll just go here for now. He plays very aggressively here. It might work. At least I shouldn't think for too long. I'm not sure if my moves makes any sense now. Could I just take here? I just do it. We'll see. Probably doesn't work. Yeah, thinking about it, I shouldn't have allowed that. Allowing him to just trade pieces for a check. But alright, it happened. That's interesting. Now he has a check, I'm up material. I'm a bit down on the clock. I feel like anything could happen here. But he was certainly scared about what I was planning to do as he just gave up that material there. Yeah, I'm not really sure about this. Maybe I shouldn't have done it. I feel like I'm in trouble here. They are both getting pretty down on the clock, so that kind of increases the chances of just something crazy happening in the end. His bishops are so annoying. Wow, could he just do that? Yeah, that's no good. I don't think it's any way out of this. No, it's not. Unfortunately, I'm not happy with this game at all. I couldn't really find any plans, so I just played something a bit too desperate. And got punished. Still 5 rounds to go though. He was pretty high rated and he played well, so based on that it's fine, but still. I think I had a good position not too long ago. Okay, new round already. Wow, he plays e4. And that's usually a bit scary. If he plays correct from now on, he might be able to survive it, but it requires some precision. Probably shouldn't do that. Let's just annoy that queen a bit. I'm playing a bit defensive right now, but I feel like I have a good position here. He moves the queen so much. It's starting to get silly. Bam, check. Check. That's a win. He could not take that one. Never take and allow a second check with a queen. Alright. So I feel like I have 2 easy wins and 1 kind of bad loss so far. So all in all, I would call that kind of maybe mediocre. This top guy is just increasing his rating. So he's probably very strong, but we'll see now. He is up a lot of material, but he has gotten 1 check against him and 0-4. The white king seems pretty safe now. The black, not that much, but still not that easy to give checks. You could of course get 1 more check by giving up the queen, but then it seems very tricky to deliver the last one. Threatening to win by taking here, take here. That's a win by white, and this very high rated guy will drop a lot of rating here. If you don't take the queen, then just move the queen here and you win, and you take, you have this nice move. That was a nice trap there by white, which black did not see. Black is thinking for a while, but there he resigns. And it drops 343 rating points. That must hurt a bit. And that means he is no longer the top seed in the tournament. And in this game, we have no checks. Material is pretty even, just one pawn in favor of black, but pawns don't usually matter that much. In 3-check, they might be important, like individually, like maybe some pawns are very important to protect the king, but the quantity of pawns doesn't really matter. Now maybe you should just take care with a check. White. Or is it anything better? None of the kings are really safe here, but maybe the black king is the safer, even though it's possible to get a check now. White is very low on time. I'm not sure if that was the way to go. If we could really mess up the pawn structure, then it might have been good, but you don't even get that unless you want to sack the queen, but you probably don't want to do that. I feel like black should be able to deal with this and win the game, especially when you consider the clocks, but wouldn't be all sure. Now just 3.9 seconds, so white should really pre-move something here. And does that, so but he thinks for too long and he flags. I mean, what's going on if we just take care? Black doesn't have any checks, this king is really weak. Maybe white had a chance here. Okay, the next round is starting. And I think this was one of the guys I just followed. He also plays e4. But he probably knows what he's doing. Let's just go here. Ah, that was his plan. How is this? What if I now go here? Threatening this. Does he have control here, or is he messing things up? He can take here, and then I take here, and king must go here. But if I now just take here, should I do that? Should I just like take here? I feel like I've gotten a good opportunity here, but I need to utilize it somehow. I'm giving up a lot of material now, so I might not have enough left to be able to win it, but we'll see. I need to get the queen out somehow, but I'm not sure what's the best way of doing so. What if I just take here now? He is messing things up, I'm pretty sure about that. He cannot take here. then I win the game. So, I mean, he might find a way to defend there, but then he just gave up a pawn. Yeah, like that move, for instance. But now, what if I just take here? Now I go here. I'm not gonna be able to give those last checks immediately, but I am... No, I'm not up any material when I think about it. I thought I just won so much material now, but the problem is I lost so much material earlier. So this is actually still a very tricky position, but I have a check and he has the less safe king, which is good. But I am down on the clock, which is bad. How serious is that? A bit. Just a bit. I shouldn't have just pushed here. Yeah, now I'm starting to get in some serious trouble. But I'm just blundering here. So I'm losing this game now, I'm pretty sure. Unfortunately. Hopeless. Unfortunately, I had a very good position, I think, but there's nothing here. I'm only gonna be able to pre-move a few more moves. A bit odd I pre-moved that early when I flagged that early when I was pre-moving, but whatever. I don't think it would have saved me. So I would say this tournament is going pretty bad actually. But still 3 rounds, I'm not gonna win it, that's pretty safe to say. But now I'm facing an opponent which is a bit higher rated than me, but which I certainly could beat on a good day. But if he is not gonna play moves, then it's gonna be a very easy win. As it says it has a bad connection. But that might actually just mean he's disconnected, a member offline. Maybe lost the last game and just quit. Without officially quitting. So if so, we're gonna get an easy win, but I guess it's gonna take 3 minutes or 2 more to get it. But if it is really offline, I guess maybe I could get the win before that. I'm not really sure what the policy is in tournaments. But yeah, we'll just see. And we could watch another game, but I think I'll just stay with this one until I get the win, just so he doesn't suddenly start playing and I'm not aware. Of course, a bit unfortunate that I won't be able to get this game, because that's the fun part, playing. But it's always nice to just get a free win too, especially when you have just lost the game. And get above 50% again. The tournament standings, there is one guy on 4 out of 4. And I'm down on a shared 11th. Although it is 20 players left, I guess that is, because there is a lot of players here who have quit early. 45 seconds left. It seems like I have to wait the whole time. I mean, I think it's fine when it is a Swiss tournament, because if he like had internet issues, then it's nice to have time to reconnect. And also, I'm not gonna be able to play a new game faster just because I get to win, so it doesn't really matter that much. So it's fine. At least in these short time controls. I guess pretty much anyway. If this was the last game of the round, then it would have been a bit annoying, but I mean, games like this rarely become the last game of the round, because they will maximum take half the time of a normal game. Alright, so now that win is saved, and we'll see how the guy who beat me in the last game is doing with the black pieces. He seems to be in trouble, but on the other hand, he might survive. He has 2 checks against him, but might not be that easy to give the last one. How should you start? Should you try to like go something like this? Yeah, or there. But you could just move the king to the side. So I'm not really sure. That pin is a bit annoying. I'm really not sure here. But I mean, white only needs one more check, so. But white is very low on time. But now, can you survive this? Perhaps. Crazy game. Can you survive now? Yeah, just move the rook back, for instance. Or this guy. I'm not sure if white can do this. Now only one rook and 7 seconds left. But black needs to be very careful, of course. I mean, just take the rook. Now it should be easy for black. Just don't forget about the king. But now, yeah, this king can't be checked there. So there's the resignation. Cool game. And still one game going on. It's gonna be over very soon. Black has no time. And no check so far. This is white's win. That means the second to last round should probably begin soon. There we go. And slightly higher rated than me, I will definitely try to go for the win here. I have faced e4 in 3 games in this tournament. That's a lot. Not a very common opening, I think. At least I feel like I'm facing e3 a lot more. But if we play it correctly, I think e4 is fine. However, a lot of guys played wrong. But maybe not at this level though. And I might respond wrong to it, I'm not really sure. I know very little theory. Oof, that's just bad. I go here. Certainly misplayed this, but I'm not sure how bad it is. Could be just disastrous, but it might not be. I don't really bother to calculate it, I'll just see what happens. It thinks for a long time though. Should I? I'm just gonna take there, even though I might get in a lot of trouble. I have no checks against me yet, at least. And he keeps thinking for a long time, so I'm gonna focus on the good things. Or maybe the good thing, that might be the only good thing here. Well, I also don't have any checks against me. That's good too. The material is equal. Everything is good now. I think you should have maybe taken here. I have a lot of pressure here, I have a lot of pressure here. Maybe I'm better. Up material, up on the clock. Equal on checks. Could it be better? Probably, but it's quite good. Now I also threaten a lot of checks. I threaten to check here and check here. Check here. I'm not sure if we can stop all of the threats. And once again, I don't really bother to think about it. I'm just playing very relaxed today. No calculations, almost. And he just resigns. That's nice. That means I am guaranteed a plus score in the tournament. I have 4 out of 6, and I mean it is one walkover win, but still it's good. And let's try to just win the last round as well. And I'm up on 6th place in the tournament. Out of 17 remaining players, but a lot of more guys in the tournament from the start. Not a good tournament for the guy who was so high rated. He lost another game, dropped a lot of rating. But yeah, let's follow the leader. Here we have the leader with the black pieces. He This is very interesting, endgames like this in tree check. I mean, this is the game, the kind of game that could potentially end in a draw. Just move the king to the side. But on the other hand, I think black might flag. King h7. No, then you take with a check. You can't do that. Sorry. Now we are in a lot of trouble. Now we are losing. I'm pretty sure. Can't really hold on here, can you? No, you can't. Now it's a check winning a game. Yeah, my idea didn't work either, so maybe it wasn't any good moves there. Final game of the day. Another guy rated higher than me, but not more than what I can think I can beat. And that's for probably out of 4 black games where I face e4. Interesting. Something has changed in the world of free check. I'm gonna play something close to what I played last game. It didn't really work out from the start, but at some point it started working out. I'm gonna just play this so I won't get into the same issues. He castles. Interesting. That means I should probably shift my focus a bit. But that might actually be problematic. Yeah. I was not ready for him castling there. And I don't think I should castle. That seems a bit dangerous. With his bishops and other good stuff. I would be surprised if I don't lose this game. There is so much pressure here. I don't think I'll survive for very long. How do you even start? Maybe by giving up a piece? Yeah, I'll just try to castle and we'll see how long I can survive then. He might just sack here immediately. Or he might push here. Want to sack here. I'm not very optimistic. And I'm also a lot down on the clock. He's at least thinking for a while now, so let's hope he doesn't figure out any good ways to continue. Okay, he goes for that. Let me try to go here then. Add support here. Need to play faster. Yep, this is not comfortable at all. And as I don't have any checks, I don't really have any hopes of being able to just deliver 3 checks some way miraculously. I mean, I'm very low on time, but he's also starting to get a bit low on time, so if I can find some quick moves, there are slight hope. So that's all there is. This is not how we find quick moves though. Hopeless. Yeah, that's clever. And we need. Okay, so I ended with 4 out of 7, which is decent. Again, the bit rating at least. And yeah, not all the games are done. Actually, it's just one more game. And those guys, how do I see how many points they have? They have. Okay, one of those might maybe pass me. So that means I will end at 7th or 8th place. So that's, yeah, it's decent, I would say. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream now, and I'm not really sure when I will stream next time. Hopefully it won't be as long as it was until this one, but we'll just see, and I'll see when I have time. But thank you for watching, and it's been fun to do a stream again. So goodbye for now. There, the tournament is over. I ended at a shared 7th place actually. Alright.